Okay, so now we're going to work on the arms of the Age FX 144 scale. We're going to begin with the shoulder part, and then part this polycap number 1. This part is a little tight, so you may have to shimmy the polycap a bit just so you can squeeze it in all the way. There we go. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Then we'll take this part here, followed by this part that connects to like this, so it looks like that. And then you want to take this one here, so it's like this. Connect that one over here, and then put the other one to close it up. Let me shave off a bit more off the part here. This one I sanded a bit just so I can keep it smooth. And to finish up the shoulder, you put up the white trim here, which covers up all the damage, or all the nasty stuff. So it looks like that. Next, I like to take this polycap here, put it on the bicep armor. Fairly simple. Then taking this part here, we have the polycap that holds the hands. Make sure it's facing inwards like so. And then you have this slot here, and then you close it up like that. Then you have this trim part here. So it looks like that. Then you have this part. Whoops. Then we have this joint here, which this is the actual part for the elbow joints. I'm actually not a big fan of these parts. I don't know why they've introduced them to it, but I guess of course to cut down on costs. I like the other ones better. Alright, so to finish this up, we have this part here that goes like this. I'll bend this one up a bit. Well, actually keep it straight. Then we have this part that goes slide-ins like that. Then we have the trim part, which has to be in the angle like you see right there. Then we have the top part of the shoulder. It goes like that. So that pretty much completes the two arms for the Age FX kit. And to put on some of the polycap hands, we have this one here, which, by the way, when you put it on, I do feel a little resistance here where this thing pops out. So this may require a bit of gluing if you're gonna commit to painting this. Clearly, it will slide in and stay in put because of the extra layer of paint. But for now, if you don't want to do that, just put some glue on it. And besides this open high hand, you have the fist hands, and then the weapon hand. And you do have two of each, for one of each arm. So there you go. Here we have it. Another note I should point out that, as you can see here, you'll see those little holes on top of this and here. This is where the beam effect for the full burst Gundam Age kit that's coming out in January, I think in January or December. So there you have it. Alright, with these two parts are now done, let's move on to the next build. Alright, so the next part of the build is the legs of the Gundam Age FX. And we're going to need a couple of polycaps here. Mainly this guy, this one right here, this one, this one of course. I think that. I don't know if I need a number. Yeah, I do need a number one. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, so the first thing we're going to work with is the feet. And judging by the amount of detail that the legs have, I can imagine the amount of parts and detail that it will look like when the master version of this kit ever comes out. I'm hoping, yeah, you know what? Well, see, right now I'm kind of wondering how it's going to be. Will they release Age FX first, and then Gundam Age 3, followed by the other versions, or will it be Age 3 first and then the FX? It's interesting. Wonder how it's going to be. I know that in January, you know what, I like to talk about some of these new kits that are coming out. I might as well start with January's release of the Tall Geese, which they're now showing off some previews of the kit online in both Gundam Guy and Gunjap's website. And I'm hoping Leo comes out. I'm a big fan of the Leo kit, and I know a lot of people out there are waiting for a Leo version, especially Tall Geese and some other kits. And well, anyway, back to this build. As you can see, this is the foot already completed. A little bit of sanding. You see a little white here and there because of the sanding marks. So that's something we can do about it. Next thing we'll need is oh yeah, I pulled it out. I have that. Oh no, that's wrong. I put the wrong part. Alright, give me a second here, guys. It's not a total loss, just a little inconvenience, that's all. There we go. So we pull that out. It was this one that goes here. That's where I made the mistake. Wait, let's make sure again. No. Yes, okay, so it's the round part, the round polycap part, which is number 8, that goes here. Then with this one, number 12, which is a, square shaped part that goes here, followed by this octagonal part that goes there. Now, I guess in this position, well, this thing is fudging about, we have this front part here. It goes here. And then we have another one. Wait a minute, I almost forgot. I'm advancing myself too fast. I better, come on, get out. Thank you. I forgot that I have to put this part here. It has, okay, so it has to look like this. So it has to look like that. Then I take this part, put it up front, and take the back one, put it on the back like that. And then there's this white trim part here that, with this whole part going like that, I'm going to put it down here. So it looks like that. Alright, so that part of the foot, of the leg is done. Next one would be the joint for the waist to the leg itself. I don't know how this part will look like once it's assembled, since I see some scarring here along the edge of the joint. So definitely it has to be sanded down and painted. I don't know if the actual side armor will cover up the cover up the mess. Then this part here, we have this part going. Actually, no, we need number 14. Number 14, where are you? Was it this one? Or was it this one that I just put here without realizing? Okay. So let's take that out. Put that back here. Okay, it's being a little unreasonable. Come on. Get in. Thank you. Alright, so there you go. So now this one goes here. And we have this part that goes here. And then we close it up. Surprisingly, a lot more detailed on the legs with the, like, this is pretty much an inner frame right there. I don't know why they would go as far as this, but, you know, there is its specific reasoning as to why they did this. Because from here, you want to take this part and align it so it looks like that. Then you have this trim here that goes up front, and then you close it up. Pretty nice. Alright, so that part is done. Then this blue trim part, which is very unique in its own shape, goes like that. Followed by this yellow trim of the thrusters that goes here. And then you take this part here that connects to the foot, followed by this part here that goes to the lower part of the leg. Then the upper part of the leg, you want to assemble that right here. And then the last part, which is the waist unit, the connection to the waist unit, is now connected to here. So there you have it. The legs of the Gundam Age FX are now complete. And I'm really digging the design. The design feature is really nice. Wow, pretty good. Alright, let's move on to the next part.